Hey, welcome to Sports with Balls. I'm Jeff Michael, and obviously sitting right next to me on the screen is the my old co-host, Grant
It's been a
Miles.
long time, dude. Think
Yeah,
about that, dude. How long has that been? 3 years?
it's been so Sports with Balls started in March of 2020. So yeah,
Damn, dude.
little over 3 years, man.
Jeez.
So let's do a weather check. Wherever you are, I don't know where it is. I haven't talked to you, so I don't know where you are in the United States, and I'll guess. Depending on how hot is it there? Is it rainy? What's the weather right
So
now?
it's cloudy. It's cloudy, and I can tell you the weather where I'm at today. It was today's temperature is 78 right now.
Oh, wow. Northwest?
No, northeast.
Northeast? Okay. Man,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
70, 78?
78. I'm in South Jersey, so I'm in Mount Laurel, which is about probably I'm about 30 minutes east of Philadelphia.
Damn, man. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy. Uh,
78, dude. I
it
actually
is
walked outside this morning. It was a little chilly. I'm not gonna lie to you.
it is 103.
Oh my god.
Here in South Texas.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
And
Oh,
it is a
can we cuss on here?
miserable
Is that okay?
103.
Can I
What's that?
cuss on here? Is that okay?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
I
we're
mean, I'm
not.
not gonna like go nuts, but I'm just
Yeah,
we got in
yeah.
trouble for that last time, so I'm just
No.
making
We
sure.
are no. This is not syndicated. We're good to
Okay.
go.
All right, good.
Look
What?
who joined the show.
Hey,
From
Lauren Leal's
where?
on. Wow.
Is
We were
is
just
that your back screen there?
That's her green screen.
No, that's your green screen. Okay. Are we bothering you, Lauren? Because we can.
She can't. Oh, now she can hear us.
Oh, now she can hear. Okay.
Yeah.
can
Well,
you
maybe
guys
she
hear
can.
me?
Yeah, we can now.
Yeah, if we're bothering you, we can go. It's okay. Look like we got you right in the middle of doing
I
something
can't hear you
important.
guys. Dang it.
Okay, well, I'm
Turn
not
up your
doing that.
computer,
I'm
whatever.
not saying
So,
that a third
welcome
time.
into Sports with Balls. I'm Jeff Michael. That's Lauren Leal
Man, I
joining us
can't
out
hear
there.
you.
But we
Uh,
can hear you
Yeah,
though.
well, we can hear Lauren, so this is funny. But we're gonna get into some. We're gonna get into some Texas Rangers and some Houston Astros stuff. And we'll wait on Lauren. Like, obviously, she's getting her stuff. She's getting all plugged in. She was a little behind schedule. So let's just start off with Grant Miles from Dallas. Loves the Rangers. Loves the Mavs. Loves the Dallas Stars. Obviously, who
Dallas
won
Cowboys.
the I'm sorry, the MLB trade deadline, the Houston Astros or the Texas Rangers?
Ooh, that's hard to say. So I mean, I think if you I think it was the Rangers just for pure aggression. Like they obviously had an idea of what they wanted and went and got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, so I think from like knowing what you want and like going and getting it, they did that. Obviously, the Astros. Um, I know from your standpoint, you probably feel like the Astros did, and I can see why. Verlander's a good pitcher. I think he's gonna. I mean, he's coming back home. So, but the Rangers got multiple arms, and that's what they need. That was my part. Why I said
yeah.
it. Dude.
I guess Lauren's adjusting her mic. Can you
Yeah,
hear?
we can tell it's very loud.
I got it. I can hear you guys now. Can you
All
hear
right,
me?
well, there we go. There we go. All right, well, we could just start over from this point then. Welcome
Yes,
into Sports with Balls. I'm Jeff
take
Michael.
two.
He's Grant Miles. That's Lauren Leal. We were talking about the Astros and the Rangers. Obviously, the Rangers acquiring Montgomery and Scherzer. Max Scherzer got a start today. 3 earned runs. He settled in, though, 9 strikeouts this afternoon. He pitched for the Rangers. It looks like Justin Verlander will start for the Astros on Saturday. That's the MO that I'm getting. And those were the 2 big names. But, Grant, I honestly thought the Montgomery trade was bigger than the Scherzer trade. Montgomery's pitching way better than Scherzer is this year.
Yeah, I echo that. I agree. Scherzer was the name, obviously,
Yep.
and he's old. I mean, he's 38 years old, so I mean, he has the pedigree. But absolutely, I mean, the Rangers they got a quality starter, right? I mean, they got a quality starter that's going to come in and contribute. So, and really didn't have to give up a whole lot for him, in my opinion.
Yep. Lauren Leal will bring you into the conversation. What's up, Lauren? How was your afternoon? Obviously, running a little bit behind.
Literally running That's what I was doing, guys.
Oh, you were jogging.
I got back later than expected, hopped on because I wanted to be with y'all. And Grant, good to see you. Always good to see you. Always good to have you on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
You're not in Houston, I guess.
No, I'm in New Jersey.
Okay. It looked like a hotel room or something behind you. So
yeah,
it's 78 degrees where he is.
Well, I don't know if this looks homey either because welcome to my pad. It
looks like you're in a country club. That's what it looks like. Like legit. Looks like you're in a country club.
I wouldn't mind living in a country club.
Nobody's bothering her. Can you play that piano behind you? Like,
yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So getting into the MLB news, of course, like you said, Jeff, with the guys starting on the mound, Max Scherzer today getting his first start, giving up 3 right away. But then the Rangers coming back and winning it ultimately. But for Verlander, Grant, you mentioned the age in these two guys, and they're around the same age. So Verlander's 39 years old, but he wasn't doing so well in with the Mets before coming to the Astros, and neither was Scherzer. So are you looking for a huge turnaround in him? And do you think that the Rangers are going to take it all the way, or at least to get further into October, Paul?
Yeah, so you're gonna, I probably will surprise Jeff in saying this. I think the Astros are going to win the division. I think the Astros are going to be the ones end up because they've got history behind them. Like these guys have done this before. This is a fairly young Rangers. This is a fairly young Rangers team. They haven't been here in a while, right? I mean, last time the Rangers were somewhat competitive was 14, I think maybe 14, 15. So. And 11 was when they were in the World Series. So this is all new to these guys. They've got nobody that's been a part of that before. So I think the Astros have the history behind them. So I think they'll win the division. I think the Rangers will still make the playoffs in the wild card. And I'm telling you, don't be shocked to see an American League Championship Series between the Astros and the Rangers, which of course would be freaking amazing.
Oh yeah,
but
the Astros
I wouldn't be shocked to see that.
Astros have won 20 of their last 25 games. They're obviously the hotter team. The Rangers have kind of fallen back actually from the hot start that they got off to. Now their schedule, you could sit there and say their schedule was easy, but they were lighting up the scoreboard. The Texas Rangers won again today, so they stay a half game in front of the Astros. I in the long run, I agree with you. I think the Astros, look, when Jordan's in the lineup, I think they win 72% of their games. So if the Astros stay healthy, I think that they're a better team than the Rangers. But you never know in these playoffs, and nothing would make me happier, or I guess the state of Texas happier, if the Dallas/Texas Rangers would be playing the Houston Astros in the American League Championship. That would be phenomenal.
That would be great. It would be great for the baseball. It would be great for Texas. But what I want to see is the true test this weekend. You said Verlander is getting the start on Saturday. Astros are traveling out to New York, and that's who they could see in the postseason as they have year after year for a couple of years. So I think this will be a really good test to put that to the test really this weekend for the Astros.
Yeah, and Grant, look, it did shock me that you said the Astros are going to do better. Look, Corey Seager came back yesterday, hit a jack. I mean, look, if the Rangers are healthy, they can give the Astros a solid run for their money.
I'm just strictly going by as you know, Jeff. I'm a huge fan of those Dallas teams, but I also like to say I'm a realist, and I can see whenever my teams are. And the Rangers are good. There's no doubt about it. I'm not saying I still think they'll make the playoffs. But the Astros, man, they've been here, done that. This is not new for them. And so the Astros have done this before where you think, oh, the Astros, and kudos to you, Jeff, because I think partially because you're a fan, but also because you know how baseball is. You don't give up on them. And they start off like this, it seems a lot, where they start off really slow. And the next thing you know, you look up and they're leading the league with the best record. And you're like, holy shit, where'd that come from? Right. So I think
I'm not sure if they'll catch Atlanta this year. Atlanta's an unbelievable team. They're coming out of the National League for sure. But a lot of people were jumping down the Astros' throat and jumping down Dusty Baker's throat for this whole half of the season before the All-Star break, and even in the last 3 weeks. I'm like, guys, are you kidding? We haven't even been healthy. Y'all relax. And it was the same sentiments that happened last year. Everybody doing the same thing about the Astros. Oh, what is he doing changing the lineup? Why are these people out here? Oh, my gosh. And then guess what? They won the World Series. So,
right.
You have to just stay. It's a long, grueling season for baseball, and you just need to be hot at the right time. The Rangers were hot at the beginning of the season. If they can continue it, it'll be fun into the postseason. But the Astros are just now starting to heat up, like Grant said.
But hey, look, the one thing I'll say about Scherzer,
Mhm.
that dude throws strikeouts, as you saw today. That dude
9.
can strike people out. He's at 100 up through today. I don't know. You said 9. So that would put him at 130 for the year as far as strikeouts. The dude strikes people out. He just puts people on base, which is a problem. But I feel like when you look at the stats, the Rangers have a better fielding team behind them than the Mets. So I think it
Yeah.
puts the Rangers in favor on that. But still, but Scherzer's not coming in to be your number one guy.
Yep.
So that's not necessary from him. So there's no pressure on him to do that.
Yep.
Do
Lauren?
you think the Astros, I'll ask you, Jeff, do you think the Astros, what are they expecting? Obviously, they're not expecting to be number one, but they probably have high hopes for Verlander being up in the rotation, right?
Yeah, it's him and Fromber, right? At 1 and 2, and it doesn't really matter. Fromber just threw a no hitter. Like, that was unbelievable. As soon as they signed Scherzer, just watch Fromber sit there and throw a no hitter.
Right.
I'll take either one. I don't care who's 1 or 2. Lauren?
Yeah, but
I
I don't
literally-
think that's right. I don't think Scherzer is supposed to be that. I think he's going to be probably 3 or 4, right?
Yep. Lauren?
Yeah, I literally tweeted that out. I mean, it was such a huge day. What was that on the trade deadline day?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. So with the Verlander news happening in the mid-morning afternoon, and then getting the no-hitter by Fromber, first ever to do that as a left-hander in the Astros franchise, with I believe the lowest pitches as well, like 93.
Yeah, since 1900, I think. Yeah,
Jeez.
well, since in this era, I believe.
Impressive. I was like,
Yeah.
man, the Astros are getting spicy. That Verlander news really got everybody excited. And then Jeff, you and I went out to the game yesterday.
Yep.
I saw
What a
that
fun
little field trip from you too. That's pretty awesome.
Man.
We did.
Get to hang out with all the Leals.
we had a field trip, and the Chaz was doing his chomp.
Oh,
He had
yeah.
a 2-run bomb, and that put the Astros ahead. He looked great. And earlier this week, when we had Sports with Balls, the hour long at Christian's Tailgate on Monday, we were talking about the trades that were going to happen, because obviously the following day was a trade deadline at 6 p.m. Well, Jeff had said maybe Chaz would be in one of the trades for the Astros to get a pitcher, but such as Verlander or somebody else. And I'm so glad he wasn't. So glad he wasn't.
Me too, but I thought for sure if we were going to get a major, I wanted Stroman, and I thought in order for us to get Marcus Stroman from Chicago, we were going to have to give up Chas McCormick. And look, it all worked out fine. The Texas Rangers look great. The Astros look great. They're going to be in a battle. Let's hope all year long, because it would be fun for us. Look, we're in the business of content, so anytime I can get Grant on here and we can go at it about the Rangers and Astros, this is going to be a blast. Yeah, it's going to be.
But
and
hey,
then that leads into fall with football, Cowboys.
You bring that up about Stroman, the Cubs, man. You talk about the Cubs. I thought were going to sell and they were going to be ready to get rid of everybody. Me too. But now they're hot, dude. Like they could seriously win that Central Division now.
They just broke a baseball record. They scored 36 runs in 2 games. So that's never been done before in Major League history. So there you go.
Yep.
Let's get on to the subject at hand, Lauren. Tonight. What are you gonna do it, or do you want me to do it? The NFL starts tonight.
Dude, I forgot all about that. What? I did, dude. Like,
I know you're not a preseason guy. I'm not a preseason guy. Right now, it's on the pregame in my living room. Like, will I watch any of the game? Probably not. But
what's it on, Jeff? Is it Fox?
I think it's Peacock, right? Or NBC. It's on NBC.
NBC. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And then I think the starting quarterback for the Jets is what's his name with the hot mom with all the mom issues last year?
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. There you go.
Yeah. So I mean, Zach Wilson
feel good. Not as being a good NFL quarterback, a hot mom.
Hey, I mean, look.
Now Zach Wilson should get the start just because he needs a little bit of more experience after last season. But of course we know Aaron Rodgers is going to come in there and rock it for the regular season. So it wouldn't be bad for him to see him and then the following preseason games to get the start.
Go. What?
Y'all want a Aaron Rodgers story?
Yes.
Let's go.
So I was this weekend, because I stayed up here. I've been up here for 2 weeks. I stayed up here over the weekend, and I went to see, by the way, I went to see Back to the Future, the musical on Broadway. Excellent.
I thought you were about to say Backstreet Boys and we were going to have a conversation.
No, dude.
You still went to Broadway and saw a musical.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
But no, I saw Back to the Future, the musical, which plug for Back to the Future musical. It's awesome.
I
But dude,
love it.
I'm standing there at intermission, and I'm standing at the bar getting ready to get something to drink, and everybody was kind of piled up, and I kind of looked to my left because I was going to ask this group of guys, "Hey, are y'all next?" I look over to my left, Aaron Rodgers.
You ask him if he wanted some ayahuasca.
100%.
No.
Aaron Rodgers, like he had like 3
At
other
the bar?
teammates from the Jets. They were at the musical, so he's
How
like
tall
right
is he?
there.
Musical.
So it's funny, Jeff. He's probably, I would say, he's not much taller than I am.
Really?
He may be an inch or two taller than me.
So 6'1", 6'2", somewhere in there.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Because they lie like on the report.
Anyway. Oh, I know, dude. I know. He was
Did
not.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers go through the doors to watch the show?
He was sitting down. They were sitting down front row.
Okay, this better be on Hard Knocks.
Okay, was he with his girlfriend?
It was just him and 3 dudes from the team.
Okay, all right.
Oh my gosh, what a team bonding going to see
Just him.
Broadway.
Well, Back to the Future.
From the team.
He's
Dude,
around our age.
Did you take pictures? Did you tweet that out?
No, I didn't take a picture of that.
Oh, come on.
Grant's never gonna do that. That was me. Come on, I'd be sitting with Aaron.
Oh, Jeff would be sitting on
I would
his
be
lap.
over there. I'd be sitting down. I
was
say
this
something.
close to buying him a drink. I almost was like, "Hey, dude, what do you want? I'll buy it," but I didn't.
Did you see him with a beverage?
Oh yeah, he bought one of his teammates bought like $150 worth of drinks for him and the crew because I saw his bill.
So he's drinking?
He got one.
Alcohol. That's just
Preseason.
shocking. You know,
He's
it's
got
training
20
camp. It's
20
him.
something
I
days.
Yep. Aaron Rodgers, man. I was surprised how like normal size he was. Like he wasn't much bigger than I was.
Yeah, I think Tom's 6'4". I think Tom's 6'3", 6'4", a little taller. But yeah, that's why I wanted to ask you, standing next to him, how big did he appear? So he's around our size, right? 6'6", 6'1", 180, 90, 200, somewhere in there.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, I didn't want to derail the conversation, but I had to.
No, that's great, man. That's fantastic.
I'm glad you brought that up. That is so cool. You got to see him in freaking person. Are you going to go to a game this season?
I'm going to try to. I mean, I'm going to be in different areas around the country. So, I've seen some good football games. I'm going to try. I don't know when that'll happen, but we'll see.
Okay.
You don't
Okay.
need
You
to
got
go
to share them with us.
Dude, I forgot to tell you. I am going to be in LA Monday Night Football, Cowboys Chargers, October 16th.
Oh my gosh, what week is that?
I think it's October
16th, somewhere around
there.
Yeah. Like, what? Do you know what week it is in the season?
That would
probably be week 7 or 8.
9. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm excited. Anyway, let's get back to what you want to talk about.
That's going to be a fun game.
The Cowboys. Look, we're not going to get into some Cowboy talk right now. We'll wait till we got 4 weeks till the regular season kicks off, and I'm sure we'll have Grant back on before then, and Lauren and I will get into Cowboys talk, and we'll get Grant on to get his opinion of where that team's going to be. But tonight, 2 teams go at it. Now, their starters are not starting. We all know that, but it's just good to have football back on. The New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns will go at it in Canton, Ohio, which both of y'all have been to, and I have not. Lauren just got back from there not too long ago. I need to get over there, but the interesting thing about this is not who's on the field tonight, but who will be starting for them. Both their quarterbacks. You got Deshaun Watson coming off a terrible end of the season last year, and of course all the legal issues he had and leading to his suspension and fines and whatnot. And then on the flip side, we just talked about Aaron Rodgers. My question to you, Lauren, will go you first. Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers, which one has a better season this year?
Aaron Rodgers, no doubt. I said this on Monday's show because of how calm and collected he is and how much he has taken on the ownership of the organization, the compensation that he's given up to show the commitment there. Grant just kind of alluded to it when he said he saw him out with his buddies team building at Broadway.
Yeah.
But in general, like every footage that I see of him so far in training camp, ever since I've seen him be with the Jets organization and every interview he's done out there, he just seems happy and comfortable. That says a lot. And I don't think his talent has gone anywhere. I know he's getting older, but I think he's just getting rejuvenated and restarted. And I think he's putting this team on his back. And I think he is going to lead them if they have all the right pieces in play. With Deshaun Watson, I'll go back to it. He has a lot to prove this season professionally to come back and be as strong as he was that 2019 season before everything unfolded in 2020. He's good. He's mobile. He can, get out of the pocket. He can scramble very well. He's just got to prove it. He's got to show it. We know Aaron Rodgers can do it. 2-3-time MVP. We need to see Deshaun, make those kind of statuses. And I think that Aaron Rodgers is going to continue to do that. And if Deshaun Watson doesn't even come close to that this season,
Ooh.
I don't see him. I mean, his contract is guaranteed. How long is it for?
It doesn't matter. It's guaranteed.
True.
He gets paid
true.
regardless, right? Like,
True.
oh,
I
man.
just don't think, he'll kind of be on the chopping block as it being under,
Their
being
depth
starting
chart
quarterback.
quarterback is Josh Dobson and Kellen Mond, who they picked
Kellen
up.
Mond. That's
yeah,
right.
So that's their
Oh,
depth
wow.
chart. I don't know if it'll get that far, but I mean, he'd have to really screw up. Grant, Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers this year?
I go with Lauren. I'd say Aaron Rodgers. I still think Deshaun Watson will surprise some people this year. I mean, you got to think about it. The dude went through all the stuff he's been through. And please, I want to make sure that nobody that is listening to this is like, I'm not a fan of Deshaun Watson. I don't support anything that he did. I think he's a awful, terrible human being. But when it comes
We're
to
just talking about strictly on-field performance.
Yeah, when it comes to just playing football, I mean, if you would have asked me before all this stuff came out, I would have taken Deshaun Watson on the Cowboys. No doubt about it. No question. I would have taken him immediately. The dude has skills. He was out that 1 year. He didn't play very much last year. He's getting an off season with the guys. He's been at practice. I mean, the dude can still ball. The dude can still play. I just think last year, Aaron Rodgers, who did he have to throw the football to?
Nobody. Christian Watson, who was hurt half the season, they finally got connected. Like, they were playing okay. Like, Rodgers and Christian Watson, his receiving core, actually got pretty decent towards the last 4 or 5 games of the year.
Here were the names of the receivers on Green Bay last year: Juwan Winfrey, Robert Tonyan, Amari Rodgers, Samari Torrey, Sammy Watkins, Randall Cobb, Romeo Doubs, Alan Lazard, and Christian Watson.
Yeah. No Hall of Famers.
I mean, I just think he's on a much better team this year. And if he does even a little bit more than he did last year with that defense and those offensive tools that he'll have, I mean, I think he'll kill it.
In an organization that believes in him.
Yeah, for sure. And Lauren already talked about all the personal stuff. Like, he seems like he's a better teammate. He's interacting with his team more. He's a little bit more not as selfish, I guess. So yeah, I see him doing better than Deshaun this year.
For me, it's Deshaun Watson's mental ability to play the football game anymore. I saw this press conference that he did last week where he absolutely blamed really the media instead of himself. Still zero accountability from this guy, which means mentally for me, he's just not there. And I don't know if he ever will get back to that mental state of mind, what it takes to play the quarterback position in the NFL. I think Deshaun Watson upstairs is just not there. And you have to be laser focused to play a quarterback in the NFL. Talent wise, we all know he's got talent, but I just think mentally he won't ever get back there. I like Rodgers as well. But look, Hall of Fame game starts tonight. We will have football on every weekend from now until the mid-February, until the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Love it.
News, Lauren, terrible news coming out of Houston today. It looks like their center, hold on, let me pull it up. I've got to make sure that I get everything correct. But they lost their center, their all-pro center today to an ACL, MCL injury, and he'll be out for the year. Quisenberry. Texas center Scott Quisenberry tore his ACL and MCL today at training camp, which is terrible news for the Houston Texans. Of course, with CJ Stroud back there, it's just he's the leader of that offensive line. That's going to hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. We're trying to all figure it out, right, with the Houston Texans on where they're going to be. We know that they've placed themselves in some good positions with their offseason moves, with the draft, obviously, Will Anderson, CJ Stroud. We just kind of got to see it unfold. It's unfortunate this happened with the center, but it's so early that they can make changes. And CJ Stroud hasn't played any regular season games with him. You know what I mean? So hopefully someone can get in there and, get comfortable with CJ and be ready for the season. Like I said, with it being a couple weeks out.
All right, Hall of Fame
The only
game
thing
kicks
about
off
that though is
Go ahead.
oh, no, go ahead.
No, go.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, the only thing about that though is if you're going to have a rookie quarterback, what do you need? What helps his learning curve?
Right,
Having
a
veteran center, right? And he's not going to have
Mhm.
that now. I mean, that's the only
Scott
part that will concern
Quisenberry.
me.
Scott Quisenberry is huge for that offense. Huge for that offensive line.
Absolutely.
Big leader in the locker room and everything. So bad loss for the Texans today. But regardless, football starts in 30 minutes. Look, the line is the Jets -2.5. I believe that's because Zach is starting at the quarterback over there. I have no idea. I don't know how to bet this. But if you were going to place a bet tonight, Grant, who you taking, the Browns or the Jets?
On a preseason game, Jets.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're going to make me pick, I'll say the Jets. Yeah.
Lauren?
I'm going with Grant, New York.
Yeah, I think I'll take the Jets too. All right, guys, look, thank you for joining Sports with Balls on a Thursday night, getting ready for football season to crank up. We'll be back tomorrow night, man. Grant Miles, great to see you. As always, we'll try to get you on again. Lauren, get back to jogging, go get your cardio on, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, guys, we're out of here.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.